Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Hoopla of Y'all show, and I am your host, Shay Rippinger of Hip the Hoopla. We have a great show tonight. It's going to be a very short show tonight, so we're going to condense everything and get it in and out. Oh, and I have a special guest tonight. So, tonight's theme is classic and Layla. So, why would the theme be called Layla? Because I have somebody new to introduce to you, who's our new little classic here. Okay, that one is Brown. Okay, Brown, up, Brown up. Okay, Brown up, 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 up. Good. Okay, so this one is Brown. He's been on the show before, and he's being tall right now. Now let's see if we can get little Layla up here to and turn the volume down on that one. Okay, Brown. Now, you gotta let Layla up. She's gotta get some camera time too. Okay, so, let's see if we can get you up. Okay, can I get help? Move, move, move. Okay. Oh my goodness, you're heavy. Okay, so, this is Layla. She's new to being on camera. So, anyway, this is her first time on camera, on the live show at least. So, Layla is our new, as of yesterday, little 3-year-old little girl. She is just a sweetie. And I'm going to set her down because she doesn't seem like she's really comfortable right now. But she'll probably wander in and out. But she's just a sweetie. Okay, there you go, sweetie. Thank you for your cameo. Okay, Brown, chill out. Anyway, she is our new addition to the family. Brown, lay down. Down. Brown, down. Down. Hey. Down. Chill out. Hey. Okay. Back to the show. Alrighty. And my husband wants to be in the shot too. So there's husband wave.
Hello. I was just looking at the dogs.
Okay, so I'm going to go through some things really quickly because I want to get in and out of tonight's show. So, the Hoopla of Y'all show is about health, humor, and hooping. So, just to preview what we're going to be doing, we'll be doing some classic is the theme, and we'll be doing some healthcare advice, some recommendations, a little bit of humor, and some good, cool classic hoop moves. So, stay tuned for those. Alrighty, now we introduced you to our new little classic, little rocker here, Layla. She's just a sweetie. She's from the pound. We just adopted her. And yeah, that's pretty darn cool. And she's part of the health thing too. So, you know, when you recommend different things, when I like to recommend different things, as if you're like one of my friends that I would recommend things to, she's like one of those, you know, she's the family edition, your fur balls or your fur babies. Your fur pets, they're forever home. Forever home. I love that one. That one's not mine. I wish it were. I wish I could claim humor to that. So, thank you guys for joining. So, if you have comments, type them into the box. We are live on Facebook and YouTube right now. And I will also try and get back to any of the posted comments for in later if you're watching the recording of this. So, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Hi, Vicki. Nice to see you. Alrighty. So, in the healthcare advice, real fast, rest, water, and there's another classic one, and that is laughter. So, on that note, I want to give you a little laughter yoga exercise. So, we're just going to take, and we're going to alternate the shoulders. We're going to roll them back, and we're going to do an inhale, and then we're going to exhale, and we're going to laugh it out as we roll the shoulders forward. Kind of like a little shoulder shimmy, but it's a shoulder roll. Okay, so inhale it in, and then laugh it out. Inhale it in one more time, and then exhale it out. And it loosens up the shoulder if you've had a long, rough day or anything like that, or you just want to get your day started really well. That's a great way to do it. So try the little shoulder roll laughter yoga exercise. Alrighty, so that's, we covered a couple of the health things. Now, sometimes if you are considered a classic, Jeff Foxworthy has a classic bit. He's a comedian. He has a classic bit that goes, "You might be a redneck if you," and then he fills in the like, "If you have a gun rack in your truck as a what do you call it? a standard issue for your vehicle, you might be redneck. Anyway, that's a classic comedian bit borrowed from Jeff Foxworthy. Oh, yeah, right? Thank you. Getting some comments going across the screen right now. So, but where was I? On the classic. Oh, yes. If you are a classic, you may be either in my age group, younger or older, or whatever the case may be. But pain may be one of those things that you might have to deal with every once in a while, whether it be from overexertion or perhaps an accident or something that, just all of a sudden, or maybe a chronic thing. For some people, they have to deal with chronic pain. So I have a few recommendations that are what I consider some classic recommendations, and then one of my personal classic recommendations. So one is called Pain Wizard. There we go. Get that in the frame there. Pain Wizard, and it has MSM in there, and has capsaicin, camphor, and menthol. So this is good stuff. This comes in various sizes, travel sizes as well. Love this stuff. Good for like putting on your lower back, massaging into, classically a lot of times a lot of people have a lot of tension that they hold in their necks. So also watch your the words that you use, because sometimes when you say something's a pain in the neck, it could literally manifest itself in your body that way. So you want to be careful with what you tell the universe. As I always classically say, the universe can't take a joke. It pretty much takes you pretty literally. So tell the universe. What I also say is tell the universe what you want rather than what you don't want, and that has been working out for us great lately. One of the things that we were trying to tell the universe what we wanted was what we wanted in a new family member that was a dog. We've got a lot of changes coming up and stuff like that, and we weren't sure if we wanted to add a dog. But we listened to the universe, and we think that the angel spirit of our other puppy who recently passed, I think I've had some thoughts about this, and that some good karma came around from the good karma that we put in to really care for her and give her the best possible life that, even though she had a short little life with us, being 2 years old, still the amount of care, because she became a special needs dog and stuff like that. We really put in a lot of that effort. So I think she really helped spirit us to this new little pound puppy that was just available, and we tried to get her the day before. We didn't even know she was available the day before. We were trying to go to an adoption event, and it turns out she was at this adoption event, and turns out get this is really funny. This is off the topic of the pain relief, but it's humor relief. So she's kid friendly, she's man friendly, she's baby friendly, she's cat friendly, and she's other dog friendly. I mean, how easy is that? She just like fits right in. She's really she already is a well-mannered dog. She's got some energy, but she also is like really extremely chill. So that's really cool. So and she was also model tested too. So she like literally the day before she was at this adopt-a-thon that we tried to find, but we couldn't find it listed anywhere online. We went the next day and they said, oh yeah, it was a big event. How did you not find it? And it was like, you need better social media. So anyway, we all need to work on that, right? But anyway, apparently she did a runway walk they had like a little doggy fashion show, and they ran it with teenage models. And so she had beads on and like a little costume and stuff like that. So I'm like, I don't know what else you could put a dog through to like test them out for like the cool factor of like what all they could and not be disturbed by it. So that's pretty awesome. So, all right, back to like, okay, so like if you were to run a runway and you had heels and stuff like that, you might have feet pain and all that kind of stuff. Hey, here's a good thing for that. Remember that classic thing of the pain. So there's this thing that I just got called real-time pain relief. There we go. Get that in that shot too. Yeah, sort of. Okay. Anyway, it is. Let's see. Topical pain relief, arthritis, simple backache, muscle strain, sprain, bruises, and cramps. Cramps. Oh, that would be handy to know. I know some people that would like that. I'm almost out of that stage where I have to worry about that. But anyway, it's another like menthol type of thing, but it has the arnica in there and all that kind of good stuff. So why I got this particular version of this real-time pain relief cream is because it was recommended for feet. So like when I'm performing and stuff like that, a lot of times I'm wearing my classic boots, which are these things. So I have to tell, this is a humor part. My mom would call these shit kickers. So excuse the foul language, but you know, so they're not the prettiest boots, but I wear them. They are my stalwarts. I can point my toe in them, and my toe actually looks pointed in them. And I just like them because they're nice and flat and they're very comfortable to wear. And I have also for pain relief in these, I have a foot pad in there that has copper in there. So that's really another thing for pain that might be helpful for you if you want to add it to your repertoire. Okay, so here is my classic recommendation for pain relief, and that is arnica. So you can use this brand or whatever brand you like. Arnica comes in several different forms. This one is a gel. They also have a cream. These are used topically on top of the skin. And then you also have a version that is internal, that is like little itty bitty pellets. And so what you do with this little guy is there's a little round thing, round top, and you twist it like this. You point the top towards the bottom. You keep it sealed, and you drop your little things down, and the little pellets will drop into the container. They're really small. They're like sugar pills. And what you do is you take this out and you go, and you try not to touch them. There's ways to do homeopathy that is more helpful, so that it is more effective. The efficacy is really good. So it goes underneath the tongue and is called a sublingual. So when you take it internally like this, and what it happens is it goes right into the capillaries underneath the mouth and goes right into the bloodstream. So and how homeopathy works, this is just homeopathy in a nutshell. There's way more extensive version. Again, this is called Arnica montana is the full name of it. And it comes in like 30C and then 60C. Those are like the dosages of it. The smaller the amount is different than Western medicine in the case that you don't, bigger or more isn't better. This is the smaller the amount, the harder your body works to find it, and homeopathy works to help your body do its own thing and heal. So that's why I love arnica. It's really great. But this, cream or so topically or internally, either one works great. So give those a try if you like. Alrighty, now the humor. We covered health, humor, some recommendations. We're going good, and the classics. Oh, also I wanted to show you my classics today. So sometimes you get to wear your classics. So I am wearing some of my classics today that I don't normally wear all the time. That I used to wear ear cuffs all the time, and then I started hooping. And so like when I'm moving the hoop up and down the body, so if it hits my ear cuff, that hurts a lot. So I try to wear like jewelry that it's not gonna hurt if the hoop hits it, but the ears are a little bit sensitive. But these are like, I pulled out my ear cuffs. I'm like, they're so classic. I'm gonna wear 2 of them today. So also we're going to a concert tonight with we're gonna go see. So this is one of the reasons why I'm doing the show a little bit early tonight. We're going to go see Rob Zombie and Marilyn Manson, which is really cool. So in that vein, I am wearing a classic rock shirt of Guns N' Roses. So anyway, so I thought I'd wear that. And and my other classics, and these are personal classics for me. You might have your personal classics of what makes you feel comfortable, what you've had in your wardrobe for a long time, what you've done for a long time, whatever is a classic thing that you like to do. Let's see here. Making sure I hit all my things. Okay. Yes. Okay. Got those. See, I actually have a page of notes, so I stay on topic and on script. So, not script. It's not a scripted show, as you can tell. I have some ums and ahs, and hey, we have pet cameos that walk in. Luckily, they cooperated for the most part with me today. Alrighty. So we're doing great on time. I'm so happy. Alrighty. So hooping classic moves. I'm going to give you a few that I like as classic moves. Well, a couple of classic moves, and then one that's going to be hopefully a new classic for you. So if you're looking for new things to do because you're getting stuck in your classic rut, this might be something to mix it up a little bit. So okay. So grab your hoop, and I'm going to do waist hooping today, and move the chair out of the way a little bit. I have enough room. The doggies have gone out of the room. So what we're going to do is to make your hooping easier. So if you're waist hooping, you want to have a nice, good classic posture too. So like a classic ballerina. So how to do that is take a nice deep breath in, roll the shoulders back, much like we did in that little laughter yoga exercise just a little bit earlier. And you're going to not really suck the tummy in, but think of bringing the belly button up and on an angle back towards the spine so that you keep the what I call keeping the abdominal muscles engaged. So in other words, don't just pooch out and have this really bad posture, because that is going to be classically bad on your body. So as you get to be more of a classic, you want to have that good posture. Is going to help your bone structure, your muscles, how your muscles wrap on your body and everything. All of that stuff is good. So if you have these good techniques, that's going to be very helpful. So we're going to take and we're going to give the hoop a spin. Now, whatever direction is your current, definitely work in that. But also, if that's your classic way to do things, is just go in one direction, I highly encourage you to hoop in the other direction as well if you don't already do it. So for my classes, for the Hoopla classes, then I really recommend hooping in both directions, and it accesses a lot of things even better and faster. Okay, I'm using a small hoop because I'm in a small space here. So my hoop may go down a little bit more. So one of the classic moves is if it slows down, it goes down. So to help get it back up, speed it up. So let's see if I can do it with this hoop. Speeding that up will help bring that up. So, but also one of the classic moves that I absolutely love that's going to help you out with all of your hoop moves is to turn in the direction that your hoop is rotating. So, which is also known as the current. So, and of course, you know, there's a lot of hoopers. There's thousands and thousands and thousands of hoopers in the world. So, you know, we call things by slightly different names as well. So, you know, whatever you call this, I've heard it called current by most people. So, what we're going to do, so if my hoop is turning to the right, I'm going to turn to the right. That's going to be able to slow down the rotation and make all the moves that I'm doing with the current easier to do. So think of a salmon that swims upstream. If the salmon swims upstream, it's swimming against the current. It's really difficult, right? So you're going against the stream. But if you flow with the current, so like a rafter goes down with the current and flows down with the water. Doesn't mean it's easy, especially if it's a class 5 level rapids. That means you could get tossed onto the boat really easily. But if you're going with the flow of the water, it's a lot easier. So on that note, I want to give you something that gets you out of your classic rut, and that is an anti-spin. For that, I'm going to get a little bit bigger hoop, because that, so see the difference in the hoop sizes here. Also, this one is a 5/8, and this is a 3/4 inch hoop, so it's size tubing. So they're going to spin a little bit differently. So this one's going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, a little bit wider area to rotate in. So let's see if I can move the chair back far enough. So if I'm going to go in the direction of my hoop, this is going to be your nice slowest speed of the hooping. So in going with the direction of the current or the water, right? Think of the water. Okay, when you're in place, this is going to be kind of like your medium tempo speed. So not too bad, right? Now here's where it gets interesting. If you haven't already tried this, I highly encourage you to try it. So what you're going to do is go into an anti-spin. which what that means is you're going to go against the current. So if my hoop is going that way, I am going to turn the opposite direction. So if my hoop is going to the right, I'm going to turn baby steps to the left. Turn, 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 turn. Now what this does is you have to, your hoop is rotating at the same rate, but because you're going against it, you have to turn faster. You have to beat faster to maintain that the orbit of your hoop. So all these science and math terms, right? Orbit. I didn't think of astronomy as being brought in there, but yeah, keeping the velocity going on your hoop. So again, slow speed is with the hoop. Medium speed, medium tempo is in the middle. And then anti-spin, which is what I want you to try, is going against the current of your hoop. Now, of course, this is on-body hooping. You can also apply that to off-body hooping as well. So, for instance, if you're doing an in-spin, which, now go back to the smaller hoop. And I'm just going to demonstrate these really quick. In-spin is your hoop and your hand rotating, your arm rotating, are going in the same direction. Both of them are spinning in the same direction. But if I spin the hoop in the opposite direction and go and circle my arm in the opposite direction, I have an anti-spin. So that's how to do the off-body anti-spin. So again, just a demonstration of that. Alrighty, so I'm really proud of myself because I think I've actually made time on this broadcast. So I've kept it nice and short. I've thrown a lot of information at you. I've introduced our new little pup, Layla. I'm so happy that you've joined us. And stay tuned because I don't know if you can see in the background, not quite, but I'm going to bring him over. Look at all this stuff. Wow, nice big pile. This is just a collection that we're going to be getting together for World Hoop Day, for getting hoops out to people all over the world. So kids, get these in the hands of kids who haven't hooped before, or who would like to hoop, and maybe can't necessarily or don't necessarily have the funds to afford a hoop. So that's what World Hoop Day is about. It is Saturday, October 6th, so that is coming up. Tune in to the World Hoop Day dance, which will be announced very shortly. So we've got the song, an original song this year, and I'm very proud of that. And we've got some great choreography going on. And also, I wanted to announce that, set this down over here real quick. I wanted to announce that there will be a choreography challenge that I'm putting on, and it should be next week, I believe. Gotta look at the calendar here, but tune in to Hip the Hoopla for more details on that, and especially on the Facebook page too, because I'll have an event listed up on that. But this 3-day choreography challenge is going to be really fun. So we'll have upper body, lower body, and transitional move. And the really cool thing is that you can use some of these little jumping off points. You may or may not know these moves. Some of them may be new to you. There may be some interesting elements to them to help vary them for you, so that even if you do some of these moves, you have different things to do with them. And what you're going to do with those is try and come up with a count of 8 to 32 counts of a choreographed little set of moves. So, and it doesn't have to be 8 moves for 8 counts. It can be, 2 moves, 1 move for 4 counts, 1 move for 4 counts, 1 move for 2 counts, whatever the case may be. So you can get creative with that, but do participate in the 3-day choreography challenge coming up. So very happy with that. And even if you don't get to join us in the live group with that, definitely glom onto that, because it's great information and you'll enjoy it even at your own pace doing those 3 days, even if you're not in the group. So, but definitely thank you very much for watching. Go to the Hip the Hoopla webpage and hipthehoopla.com. And thank you so much for all the hearts. I appreciate that. And if you are new to hooping or would like some great information, I have a great checklist that's on there that actually 10 ways to get hooping, to kick your excuses to the curb, 10 ways to get motivated to get hooping. And you can use these for as a goal set for anything that you want to do. Of course, I'm a hooper, so it's very applicable to hooping, but you can use these for whatever you like. And that's completely free. Go to the website, sign up for the email, and join, and you'll find out about all kinds of cool events like World Hoop Day coming up and all kinds of things. So thank you so much for watching. Really hearts out to everybody. Love y'all. Hoop love y'all. All right. So from all the Furball gang and all of us rocker chicks out here, rock on, peace out, and we'll see you next week. All right. Bye.